Hey, welcome back. Just a little quick update on the progress of this teen's Harley. Uh, I am going to go with that other headlight, the nice brass one with the glass and gas nozzle. It's bigger. It does not fit on those loop things, but I am going to make an adapter for the other one so that I can mount it. I got an Auga horn from a Model T, and it works. So I'll be mounted on the handlebar, and my horn will sound like this, just like the old days. Didn't put the front tire on yet, but this one holds air for a few hours. That might be all I need at this time. Still so much other stuff to do. So what was going on was I was checking for spark. I got the magneto back from the guy that restored it. He sent the coil out. I got recoiled, new bearings, new slip ring, remagnetized. He said better than new. I still don't know if that's the route I should have gone, or I should have got a brand new Morris that looked like an old one. I don't know. But that is an original SEV. It had two different keyways on the shaft. As you can see, it was stamped over. It looks like a 2 or a 3, I don't know, but probably was original 5, so that's still 45 is what the Harley would have been, 42 for an Indian, 50 would be a Bruff Superior. There was a chart. It was so cool. I asked a question in a Facebook group, and people gave me the answer. And then someone gave me some literature, which was really awesome, because I had a different CEV, and it went counterclockwise, and two friends told me that I wouldn't work for a Harley, but I kept asking why, and they just, I don't know if they understood that I like to figure stuff out. But anyway, so I could have used it, and there's a little cam thing I would have had to take out and flip. It's better, I guess I didn't, but it was possible. Just like when I switched the direction on the Presto Light starter, when I had a 64 only electric start system on the Cervicar. It might have been 64 and 65, I don't really remember. Anyway, I'm no expert, obviously. So I have the matching left tank of this. The fuel petcocks are not the same for some reason, so I have the original paint left side that has gas and oil in it, and I reached out to the guy that's supposed to repair it. He's been a welder. His dad was a welder. It's been a couple of months, but hopefully that'll happen soon. Either way, I'll have tanks. So got the Uga horn and a big brass headlight I can show you later to put on there. That's going to be cool. So I try to patina match the seat a little bit, at least tone it down. It was really bright tan. And this one, as you can see, is an original 100-some-year-old. This is a leather piece that I put over the original pan, riveted. Got the rivets go down. I think it's fits the purpose. I put an air cushion in there so I didn't have foam padding. And that gives you a little bit of extra cushion. Not that I'm really going to have a lot of riders on this, but this thing is cool. It has the foot pads for the rear and everything. So I found out that this rear drum was the export model because European nations had to have 2 brakes. So what Harley did was put a hand and a foot brake on the rear brake. It's pretty cool, but I'm trying to find the assembly. What it would do is there's a band that goes on the outside of it. There's one that's on the inside. I got this aftermarket brake pedal. I had to cut down some of the lead way to make it fit proper. I'm going to have to go a little bit more to get it even better. Going with the original worn out pads. I have brand new pads, OEM. On other floorboards, I think I'll just save those for whatever, since this quote unquote look is trying to be, once it starts and the oil gets on it, it'll fit better. I know the engine kind of sticks out now because it hasn't been ran yet, but once it's run, it really will get dirty pretty quick, I'm sure. This was before EPA and everything. It's actually a total loss oil system, which means the oil comes in. I got the pipe comes in. Here's the oil pump. There's a little window in here that you can see the oil go through. That's pretty neat. It runs off the pinion gear. That runs another gear that has the oil pump gear, and then the magneto gear. The magneto turns this, and that's how I'll show you. Hopefully I can get a picture of it creating spark. Let's try right now. So I just use my hand. Where is it? There you go. As you can see, there's spark. I can do the other side too, but I'm sure it's fine. I sent him those cables because I had already made them. He's like, "You sure you want to use these?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I thought they were cool. I thought they'll match the bike some, but he wanted like an extra 45 or whatever for cables. Doesn't matter. Really good service if anyone has a magneto they like restored. Ryan's Magneto in Wisconsin. You can Google and find them. So what was going on today is every time I would do what I just did there, eventually this chain would tighten up. So I figured, okay, what's going on is I didn't have, even though it's tightened up, I didn't have anything to, hold this from coming all the way back. So I just use a few washers, a nut and that for now, and it works, seems to be working pretty good. I'm holding it. The exhaust, while it's not using the stock mounting points the correct way it is. Oh wait, actually, I'll be working on that next, it looks like. And let's check out the other side. Slowly taking off zip ties from this tire. And why I did that is these clinchers have a little lip that goes in underneath the rim. And if you don't get it just right, that inner tube, believe it or not, will find its way like an octopus between the rim and the tire and then pop on. You ask me how I know. So on this side, I had to take some stuff off, but it comes on real easy again. Everything seems to be working okay. When I turn it, this will turn the engine. This stays in neutral. It's a little loose for now. That's okay. Loose is going to be better than too tight. Too tight, it wasn't turning. So just a lot loose actually, but you have to do the whole revolution and see where your tightest part is, believe it or not, and then tighten down the transmission at that spot. So right here I'll be connecting the wire to ground it out with the kill switch. I got an original one that cost me more than a day's work. It's hard to believe. Couldn't you have used any switch? Yeah, I could have used the $30 horn button, but whatever. Got this original carburetor. It looked good. I mean, I tore it apart. I usually use a Linkert. I have a Linkert M35, but I don't have all the pieces for it, whereas this seems complete. So I'm gonna have to actually start reading a little bit more about it. I mean, it's cool. It has some adjustments here. You know, it has adjustment. I have the throttle and everything looked nice in there. Probably the choke. I have the fuel line with the filter. This tab broke off here for the engine mount, so I really don't want to weld this frame. I mean, it's an original frame from late teens, I don't know the exact year, whatever. I'm not an expert, like I said. It's from there. I mean, I don't know, I just don't feel like messing with welding it. So I'm going to put some kind of mechanical thing using this one, which is incorrect, but it should do the trick. I have to make a piece here, because right here is where the lever would be. One side, I guess, could be, I don't know if it's the spark advance. No, spark advance would be a left handlebar. I'm going to say it's going to be the exhaust, since I have the exhaust cut out. This is all the clutch moves, by the way, with this lever, and then I have the foot one, obviously, but not much at all. Not much at all. I don't know if you can see that. And it's not a push rod, it's a pull rod. So this thing here actually goes in and separates the plates by pulling or pushing. It's the same concept, just backwards from what you're used to. Got a springs coming in the mail. Should be here today. That's going to be for my inlet valve, the one I have. They wanted like $40 for 2 springs, so I got the dimensions and ordered something similar on eBay for like, I don't know, $12. And I got a few of them. We'll find out. If not, suck it up and Pay the lady. You don't get into this hobby thinking you're really gonna, make money or save money. It just basically takes all your money, all your free time, to research, the learning curve, the mistakes, But I'm not complaining, obviously. Let's check this out. So, I could be riding one of my shovel heads. Just have a couple of them. Or I went out for a short ride on that earlier, 1945. So every car needs a battery, so I only ride it once in a while because it's kickstart only right now. It has a battery, just not enough to turn the starter, but it will work when I kickstart it. Looks like I got an oil leak on the shovel. Imagine that. Anyway, I'll get back to work. Not that it's work. I guess it's more play. And that's that Sportster. I don't know if you remember. I was working on that. I had the new case put on, the engine put back in when I started on this thing. So, of course, I don't really remember exactly where I left off, but that bike's complete. I just needed it finished. Maybe I should have finished that instead of trying to finish this, but taking this to the show at Dania Beach, January 31st. I don't know where I'll be with it by then. Hopefully I'll be able to ride it, but if not, I'm still bringing it. I think even non-running it's gonna look good, but as you saw, I have spark, I have compression, just fuel. I mean, technically I could try to start it right now. Maybe I will. That might be, if you see a short video in a little while, I did. I'm really trying not to, because like I said, I haven't adjusted the valves yet or set the timing or anything. So that's not going to happen right now. Can't do the valves. Can't do the time until I do the valves. So I'm going to do the valves when that spring comes in. And I'll be able to do the exhaust and the inlet valves. And then I set the timing in the magneto. And then maybe put the handlebars on and get the cable running to the carburetor. I already did that. I don't know if you can see it right there through all that mess. But the handlebars have cables, internal, both sides. One is a throttle for the carburetor, and the other one is going to be for the, right there. You want to call it timing or the advance. On this bike, believe it or not, when you retard it the whole way, it's also a cutoff, according to the article I read from the Magneto company. So that's going to be strange to remember that. Hopefully I will. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. The FedEx guy coming. No, nothing today. I'm waiting on those springs. I don't know how they're coming. The other day I got a magnet. I'm getting one of those strong magnets to put this Palm Beach County 1916 plate. I'm just going to use the magnet on this, and then the plate just for decoration when I'm showing it. And they said they delivered it. They have a picture. The guy has his shoes and my box. What do you mean that's evidence? You got to put the picture by my front door and get like the doormat and the door to give evidence of delivery. So it was $14, but hey, I work for my money. $14 is still $14. Probably like a whole hour after taxes or whatever. Not, maybe even more. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon.